Hello everyone. Today I am back with my worms. This is the side that I have been putting my food and my composting bags and all of my, cardboard, paper, stuff like that. There's not very much down here because this is already, breaking down, and this is the side that I had removed everything and put it over to the other side. So now I'm starting to build this side back up. There's a lot of down here, there's a lot of worm compost. I'm not too worried about that because this isn't as deep as what the other side was. This is the side that I'm currently working on adding everything to. And as you can see, everything is still, you can tell that this is, I recently put this stuff in this week, along with all this cardboard. And then see the difference, how that's broken down on that side. I even have a little sprout there. And this is all full, well, it's half full, but this is where I have been this week putting all of the, food scraps, as well as paper, cardboard, stuff like that. But the big news is I finally did another, here it is, another extraction of my worm compost, my vermicompost. And as you can see, there's still stuff in here. Today I'm going to filter this. I have a colander that I purchased for this purpose. So I'm going to, sift. I'm going to sift all of this today. I had to leave it for about a week and a half, because it was way too moist. And as you can see how nice and crumbly this is. And there's like a whole bunch of worms in here. There's like a lot of seeds and stuff. So anything that can't make it through the colander, I'll put right back into my composting system. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. As I dig down, there's more and more worms down there. I even had some things, because like I said, it's been about a week and a half. I had some things sprouting in here, and obviously I don't want anything growing in here. At first I did, if something grew in my compost, I would just let it grow just to, if it's a seed, it's a seed, right? So you're gonna end up with something. But because I'm gonna be using this compost for mostly my yard, I don't want random pumpkins or beans or anything, tomatoes just growing in my front yard. So another good thing that I wanted to show is, I don't know if you can see that the light's in the wrong direction, but my tomatoes are looking gorgeous. I harvested one tomato yesterday, and see if you can get a look at that one. The orange one there. This is a small orange variety. I'm gonna be getting that one today, and there's a lot. Most of these are still green. I also wanted some advice, if you guys can give me some advice. My poor squash plant, I don't know if it's lacking minerals or what, but it grows these beautiful flowers and never produces, this is a zucchini, it never produces any zucchini. I had this problem before. I think I solved it by adding minerals. I do have flowering plant food. I'm gonna put some of that in, but I don't know. I just figured, there's another, that one's a yellow squash there. I figured with the compost from my worms that would give it everything that it needs. But I don't know. We've been getting a lot of rain lately, and I think that had a negative effect on it. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but yeah, I mean, things are looking a little bit wilty, and it's just, I mean, if it's not raining, it's crazy hot, so, it's like if it's not raining, then you have to water, just because of the heat. But anyway, so that is what I am doing today, and I'll see if I can show you the final, what my filtered compost looks like. Okay, this is the final product. This is what I sifted. As you can see, I still have some, however, towards the bottom it was getting like too wet and it didn't want to sift. But this is probably 99% worm castings. And this is a 2-gallon bucket. I'd say I probably got about half. And how I did this was I used this colander that I bought for this purpose. This is everything that was too big to fit through the colander. And I just put the material into the colander and shook the colander. Anything small enough to fit through is what I'll be using as plant food. And everything too big just goes right back into my worms to be reprocessed. And that's how I sift my worm castings. Let's see. So everything that was too big, I literally just dump right back in for my worms to rework. As you can see, there was a lot of worms that also got sifted out because they were too big to make it through the colander. And they'll just rework all this material, and then I'll give it probably another, 6 months or so, maybe 4 months, and I'll just gather up a bunch more and re-sift it all, and by then hopefully they will have worked through all this material. And of course I add material. However, since I just added all this to this side, all my new material, my kitchen scraps, paper, shredded paper, shredded cardboard, I'll be putting on the other side. And of course, worms know what they need. So they love to live in this moist, rich material that's mostly broken down. And you can see little bits of cocoon on there. You see that cocoon? I don't know if you can see that. That's the broken down compostable bags. They do break down in time. But I hope you have a great day.